Do I look okay? I look rough, but do I look alright? Now, let's cut this little light on. Ooh, she is bright. My bright light. Anime Bullet. It's been a long time coming.
JB Morrow, go and get your bag.
Welcome back to my channel, Candidly Chris. So, if this is your first time tuning into my channel for the very first time, I want you to do two things for me if you are so inclined. Please like, follow, and share my page, my content, comment, say whatever it is you want to say. I will definitely respond. Also, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Today, this is what I'm going to be doing. I am going to be reviewing some hair today. Just one. This hair from Wig Fever. Now, first of all, I will say this. I'm not sponsored. Wig Fever did not sponsor me this hair. I bought this hair with my own coin. I did buy it off of like an influence buy, when you see the pretty girls in the hair and it's like, oh, that looks cute. I want to see if I'm going to get the same thing. So, boom. I bought this hair. I actually bought two things. I bought this one and I bought another one. But I'm going to show that in a separate video. And I just wanted to see if, you know, we getting some of the same stuff that these influencers get, because some of these hair companies, they will scam you, ma'am. And I promise I gotta pull up or I have to do a video on a wig that I made. I'm actually trying to figure out where I got that wig from. It was awful. It was freaking terrible, and I spent my own money, and I was just like flabbergasted. I'll put a video up later of that once I figure out where I got it from. I'm telling you, I was really like legit. I was flabbergasted with the wig that I got from that other company. Like, again, bought it with my own coin. Was it expensive? No. A lot of these wig companies, they like to have those little sales, like $100 or $120 or whatever. And I got it based off of that. Little did I know, I was going to get the worst of the worst experience of my life. Because it is a terrible wig. It's terrible. Neither here nor there. Let's get into this one. I'm going off on a tangent, y'all. Let's get into this wig right here. So, I ordered the 20-inch Kinky straight ponytail attachment. I'm excited to use that tonight. Okay. It comes with a comb, super cute. But we gonna wash that first. It also comes with, of course, they also come with these little, things like they tell you about how you can get free hair and cash back. They tell you about, like tag us, all that good stuff. And what I do want to say about this company is that they're always having like a sale. And I know what you mean. When you think about these other companies like Unice or Eunice or just any other hair company out here, when they say sale, they might take $1 off. This company has sales. Like they're going to take $20 and $30 off, $40 off, $100 wigs, maybe $120 wigs. I don't know if that's good. Like I said, this is my first time. This is like a blind buy, a ghost buy, if that's what they call it. I ghost bought this ponytail. Again, off influence, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure, or I wanted to see if this ponytail is going to be giving what I see on the influencers. So, boom. This wig fever thing for your edges. This right here. So, we're going to use that today. Cap. Why does it come with a wig cap? I don't know. It's a ponytail, so I don't know. Oh, and it also comes with this cool wig fever bonnet. And I love this drawstring. I love this drawstring attachment. Oh, this cute little bag right here to put your wig in, when you don't want to keep this box. Oh, and this little wig fever thing for like when you like to melt your lace. That's super cool. I'm gonna use the hell out of this. I got a wig that I made recently. And I'm gonna need that to melt my lace for sure. Here it is out of the pack. I took it out the little net and it's cute. She is pretty. I feel like I should hold it back some. I've never had kinky straight before. Like I've never used it in a wig or a weave or whatever. So this is really exciting to see and feel. Um, it's not really a natural black. It's kind of like a few light blonde pieces. I hope nobody didn't try to color this wig. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like some little gold shimmery pieces. Let's see how to attach this. Oh, and it comes with like this little wrap. Once you attach it around a ponytail, it's Velcro. I don't know how to feel about that. Are these all Velcro? I guess maybe they are. So inside is a clip, and of course the little whiffs or whatever where they sewed the bundles to make the ponytail. And there we go. I've been having some technical difficulties in this mother. Child, doing YouTube is tough sometimes because I swear the memory on that phone or on that laptop and on that camera, like that stuff be mattering. It be mattering, child. And my little laptop was like, not tonight, sis. So yeah, I did record it, but started messing up. I lost my recording. I was like, you know what? It's gonna be what it is. It's just all I did was I put it up in a bun. That was it. I gelled my edges down. I used the Edge Fixer by Kiss to gel my edges down. I also used some Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste by Curls. I love this stuff. They sent me like a crap ton of this edge control, and I love every minute that I get to use it. These two really help to hold my edges down. I got real rough edges. They really hold it down. While I go ahead and put my ponytail on, I'm gonna give y'all this little story time. So, anybody out there that knows me in real life or who has been on my channel before, I've talked about it. At one point, I was on this road to be a licensed professional therapist or a counselor. Am I still on that road? I don't know. Like that road has been bumpy. I've been doing this almost 10 years, and the road to get licensed has been quite the journey. And of course, all other personal stuff in the way. But yes, I was hella heavy into getting this license, and I did what most people do when they go to get their master's degree or just in college in general. Like I went to do like an internship or practicum as they call it, where you basically get hands-on experience in your field. This was amazing because this particular practicum or facilities or clinics, it was one of the top clinics in our area, and it was also ran by the dean of the department of counseling, of marriage and family counseling. And so yeah, so not only did I have the greatest opportunity to get hands-on experience, I ran that clinic along with six other girls. We ran it, from setting appointments to, if we didn't have clients that day, being reception, things like that. And so here's where I want to kind of start it. Boom. Six girls. There was this one girl in particular. She was super young. Um, you know, she was super young, and honestly, her demeanor and how she acted was definitely young. She was young. She was young in the mind. Now, me at that time, I was what? I had my daughter in 2012, and I went to college. I went back to get my master's. I went back to get my master's right after that. Like when I had my daughter around Thanksgiving, I graduated the next 2 weeks, and then my ass was going to get my master's. Like it was that quick. So 2013. So I was a couple of years in there. So I probably was about 24, 25 at the time. No, 26, 26, 27 at the time. Yeah, I was about 26, 27. And yeah, so this girl, she was super young. She was not just young like in age, very young minded, very childish, very childlike. And there was this particular day, I'll never forget it. It was like a whole sequence of things happening. So stick with me. Um, I'm putting my ponytail on, y'all. Y'all. So yes, this sequence of things that was happening in like a matter of weeks. Okay. I was one Friday, you know. At this point, we kind of at the practice things, we in the swing of things, all that good deal. And she comes in, you know. She had clients that day. I didn't. I actually was there to just kind of help get everything set up. I was like receptionist for the day. And so she comes in And she's like, y'all, I gotta get my day started and all this, blah blah blah. And you know, she's standing there and she's like, and I just need my hair done. And she says it like that. And me, I can definitely pick up on vibes, and I know when somebody asking me without asking me. Like I know. I pick up on vibes very well when it comes to people like that. When they're like, "Oh, I just need to do this," and then sometimes when a person does that, it almost makes the other person feel obligated to do it. And so I wasn't. I was like, "Girl, I just said, okay, ooh, okay, if you wanna go and do your hair, that's on you, sis. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And, take a few minutes, like I get it, we all gotta get ourselves together before our client comes in. Like, do you, boo? Like, that's basically what I said. Like, yeah, like, do you, sis? I don't know what you want me to do there, but yeah, do you? Because I'm not gonna do it for you. And that's what I was thinking in my mind. And so, but she turns around and she was like, I want you to do it. And at this point, I'm like, oh, who she talking to, sis? First of all, no, I'm not doing it. Nope, not doing that. I'm thinking in my head like, first of all, who the hell she think I am? Like, I'm just beauty shop RS or something. Now, no lie, like back then I used to like doing my hair. I used to always comb my hair cute, clean, fried, dyed, and laid to the motherfucking side. And so I get that she was, was wanting what I was putting down. So, but we in a professional setting. And I was like, girl, no ma'am. No ma'am, Pam. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't say it that way. Let me start there. I ain't say it that way. What I said was, hey, I get it. Sometimes when we show up, we don't really be prepared. Sometimes we like need a little minute to kind of gather ourselves. Like, okay, go ahead and do that. But as far as me doing your hair, sis, I'm gonna have to decline. This is a professional setting. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking not only am I looking at, what are they going to say if they come in here or they look on the cameras and they see not just two girls in here playing beauty shop, two black girls in here playing fucking beauty shop. And mind you, this particular day, there was a client there. It's a 16-year-old girl. She, deals with social anxiety. So she comes in a lot. And, it's just like, okay, like there's clients here. There's clients here. Now, I brought her up to say that these other times she was there and she kind of witnessed some things that happened. So, yeah, I basically told her no. I didn't really give a whole explanation, but I was just like, no, this is a professional setting, and I don't think that they would appreciate us in here being unprofessional like that. Y'all, how about the next week? That whole next week, like things was just crazy. Like, she was being very passive aggressive. She was being like intentionally just rude and just nasty. And honestly, for me, I was like, I'm not gonna really. This is childlike behavior. Like, I was a mom at the time, and I'm thinking like the only thing that I want to do when a child get out of line is pop their ass. And that was, that was really about it, or just ignore them. So I was just in the point of like ignoring them. But it got to a point to where I couldn't just ignore because other people were noticing this, and they were like, what's going on between y'all? It's like this is a mess, and why is she acting like this? And the Friday within that week, I hit her up via text, said, hey, Friday, when you come in, I see you got an early client. I know sometimes you come in an hour, 45 minutes early. If you would like to, talk, to kind of clear the air, because I'm not sure what's going on. And the whole clinic is kind of feeling the vibe. So I think we need to talk and clear the air. She come in already in like this whole little, like, what? What do you want? Type of attitude. Like, she literally, comes, I'm sitting, and she comes up to me. Now she not the type of girl that's gonna fight. So I'm not gonna say that she was aggressive in that way, but it was an aggressive tone that she gave when she came in. Like, you could already tell, here come the bullshit. Here come the bullshit. I was just thinking that we could talk. I'm not really sure what's happening. Like, I didn't think that you asking me to do your hair and me declining was such a big deal, but if it's something that you want to talk about, if it hurts your feelings, like we can talk about it, but it's not gonna change my answer. How about she starts like flipping the freak out? Not going off because she wasn't really going off on me. She was just kind of going off on about a lot of other stuff. Like she was just flipping out. And I was just like, what are you even talking about? Like, how is this situation related to what's happening? And at some point, I kind of got wrapped into it to where I was, had got loud with her at one point, really just trying to calm things down. And obviously, like looking back, and even just being a therapist, like I know that doing that, like you can't you can't calm an escalation with escalation. Like you can't be up here and they up here and expect you being up here to bring them down. Like no, you got to come down and eventually they will come down with you. So yeah, like that happened for like it was literally like a second, and I was just like, oh my god, like what, why are you doing this? Like this is just too much. Because at this point I just felt myself getting like flustered. I was boiling on the inside. um I was having a lot of thoughts. Like I really wanted to hit her because I was like, I feel like this on thing's gonna make her shut up. But I knew I couldn't do that. Like if we was outside, like if we was on the outside of that building, I probably would have hit her by then. But because we were on the inside, and I was just kind of thinking like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this stuff to calm down. And so yeah, so I got loud one last time, and it was really because I needed her to hear what I said. So I said, hey, if we are not gonna have a conducive conversation, like if we not gonna be able to talk it out like adults and have a real understanding, I am through talking with you. Like I'm not gonna talk to you. I felt embarrassed. I felt a lot of stuff. I really felt enraged, and I knew I had to relax before I went upstairs to tell our clinical directors. Went up there, told them. We ended up having a meeting. Here is the other part that really just got to me, y'all. The other part that really was like, who is this chicken? What's wrong with her? So we had this sit down with the clinical director because they wanted to know what happened. Of course, they already knew what happened because the girl who was present when it all went down, she told the clinical director already, which I knew she would. And she basically told them how the girl was acting. And so they wanted to hear our sides just to see who was going to be honest. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. And so I give my side. I say, this is what happened. Whoop de whoop, blase, blase. This is what happened. Y'all, when the clinical director, when this lady asked her, so why were you yelling? Like, what made you yell? And she was like, she looked up and she said, well, when somebody calls me a fucking bitch, I don't have no choice but to defend myself and yell. And y'all, when I tell you, like, listen, y'all know that Mr. Crab meme, that Mr. Crab when he having like the out of body experience, like that was my literal feeling, like, what? And so all I could say was, I did not call you a bitch. Why would I call you a bitch when you were angry with me? Why would I even call you a bitch when I'm trying to diffuse the situation? Like, that don't make sense. And of course, she kept saying, you did call me a bitch, you did. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with no child. I'm not gonna argue with no child. Like, where do we go from here? So, yeah, they ended up having us write this whole letter of why we, what happened and, what we feel like we could do better. And, like in my letter, I was like, I don't have nothing to apologize for. I'm not sorry for anything because, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't screaming, I didn't call nobody out their name. I'm sorry that it happened in there where people were present, but, mind you, that 16-year-old socially anxious child was in there, and I could just imagine, like, damn, I could just imagine her, but I wanted to come back because I was a mess. So yeah, So at that point, we were done with it. Moved on, all that. I tried my best to just kind of work around her and just kind of let it be what it was. And now eventually she kind of calmed down with how she was acting. But I think she realized her tactics of saying that I called her a bitch wasn't going to work. So, yeah. After that, there is another situation. Now, it's not with me, but it just confirmed that something wrong with this child. She needs some help. So, she gets into it with another person. And it wasn't with one of the other interns, it was with a different student that was in a different program. And sometimes, these particular students come and use the playroom or the play therapy room. If you're a therapist, if you ever had therapy and ever done play therapy, you know what that is. So she got into it with this other student because she told that girl, I don't know you, so you can't come in here and use this room. You can't come in here and I don't know you and you won't show me no ID. I mean, literally, like she top flight of the goddamn world. My thing is, sis, ain't too many people finna come up in here and pretend to be no therapist. One. Two, we've seen this lady 1,000 times. What in the world made you feel like you was gonna be top flight and tell her she can't come up in this motherfucker? Like, what are you talking about? So y'all, long story short, they ended up getting into it. It was so bad that the next day, now I wasn't there when it happened, but the next day when I got there, me and her, this was another Friday. It was the week after the week we had the meeting, and she accused me of calling her a bitch. It wasn't the following Friday. I get there, she's already there. We're getting set up. We were both the receptionists for the day. Neither one of us had clients. We just came to help out. The director, there was a different director, the clinical supervisor, rather. That's what she was. She comes down, and I could see it on her face, like that she was pissed. And I was like, oh my God, who is she mad at? Like, I didn't know at that point what happened. And she looks at that girl and she said, pack your things and leave. Leave. And she left. Now, why she left without making sure that girl left, I don't know why. I don't know why. Because here was another moment yet again that this girl turned the freak out in that clinic. Y'all, she was like crying, hysterically crying. I mean, just boo hooing, just cutting up, y'all. And I literally had to go in mama mode and pull her. Like, I ain't just say, come on. I grabbed that girl so hard and pulled her into one of the therapy rooms. And I said, yo, clear your eyes, wipe your face, and just go. And I left her in that room. She eventually calmed down. She was asking questions. I said, I don't know. Just get your stuff and go. And she left. They ended up having the meeting that Friday with her. And what was funny was when she came there the next day and she ended up, kind of talking about what happened in that situation. And she was like, and yeah, and I just can't believe she came in here and told me to get the F out of her office. Ain't that right, Christian? I said, who said that? Ended up booting her out. It was too much. And I ended up telling that clinical supervisor that, well, I didn't. The girl that was standing with me when she tried to get me to co-sign was like, oh yeah, Kristen, tell her what she said. And I wasn't even going to bring it up, but I was like, yeah, she tried to get me to co-sign that you told her to get the F out. And when I tell you that lady's jaw dropped and she said, she said, I told her to get the fuck out. And I said, that's exactly what she said. And I told her immediately, no ma'am, that is not what happened. Don't even do that. Long story short, that girl, I don't know who that girl is. Sorry to that girl. I don't know her name, and honestly I don't want to because I probably would have said it by now. But whatever she had going on in life or just in general, I really think that's who she was. And oh Jesus, I pray for her baby because she was, if she's anything like that today that she was all those years ago, like she hell. Like Jesus. She was hell. She was hell. But yeah, so that's my story, y'all. Y'all, this ponytail is so cute. It's super cute. Okay. Let me take my edge stuff out because I want to see what it look like. What's up, y'all? So I'm back. It's a new day. It's the next day, just one day. I didn't do my 4 or 5 days like I normally do. It's the next day. What I decided to do, I was gonna do my makeup last night, but it was well past midnight and I had to go to bed. So I went ahead and went to bed, just wrapped my hair up, and then I got up this morning. Put on my makeup and all that. Put on a cute little top. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this reveal to kind of just give you the ambiance. Like, I love it. I wore my wig fever, everything, y'all. I got this, like, super excited. So, okay. And let me just take it out and give y'all this cute reveal, which, like I said, I love this so much. I love it so much. And I keep looking at myself in this mirror. I ain't wore a ponytail in a long time. Like, probably since fifth grade graduation, I wore a ponytail. It wasn't nothing like this. First of all, she was silky, and my hair was, you know, a bit on the kinky side. Or, no, I'm not gonna say that. My hair wasn't on the kinky side because I wasn't natural. My hair was definitely not the texture of that silky, whatever that was, synthetic hair that I had. Because you all know back in the day it was synthetic as hell. But y'all, look at this. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Oh, oh. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. Let me try to turn around and give you a little back view of what it looks like. But I love this. This is a cute throw on and go ponytail. You ain't got to do much. If you want to do like some cute little braids or whatever to kind of make it look, give it a different look, by all means. But if you just want to slap this thing on, gel your hair down, and go in the morning, absolutely. And it goes so well with my hair. Like, look at my kinks kinking. The kinks kinking. Yeah, guys, tell me what y'all think. Again, I bought this with my own coin. This was not sent to me. Of course, I did buy it based off another person's influence. VB Weaving. I thought this ponytail was it. So I was like, hell yeah, I gotta try this out. And I got it at a good price. They had a little sale going on at the time. But again, pay my own coin. I suggest if you want this wig, get it. It came super fast. I think the one thing that didn't come fast, well, I'll take that back. It took about a week. Now, the other one that I bought, it came super fast in a matter of like a few days. This took a week. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna just say this: if you got it, go. If you got that coin, go get it. If you ain't got this ponytail, go get it. It's everything. It was so lightweight. Like I said, I slept in it last night. I don't have no issues. Normally, when I do certain things, like if I do crochet or even other like hair, stuff that I use, weave or wigs or whatever, I find myself having to take it off. But this was so easy to wear to bed. All I did was wrap it up, wrap my hair, wrap my edges down and everything, and I slept like I normally would. This is definitely for like a woman on the go. Like I said, if you want to get up, throw your hair in a ponytail, slap this on top, wrap that thing around and get out the door, it won't take no kind of time, as you saw the other day. So get this wig. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to have it in the description below. But until then, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys for watching my video. And until then, deuce.